newly frustrated, and I wish I was surprised.
Frustration and sadness as new reports come out from the U.S. Department of Education on the effectiveness of special education in Texas. Federal education officials have revealed their findings from a 2018 study into the state's education services for students with special needs.
The study does not paint a pretty picture, saying Texas has failed to provide the necessary resources to students who have disabilities. Tonight, 25 News reporter Leah McNeil joins us to talk a little bit further about this. Leah?
Well, guys, no matter the type of disability a student may have, that in-classroom support is essential. That's according to Dr. Amanda Allen, professor of education at A&M Central Texas. Now, although KISD was not listed in that initial TEA investigation, one KISD parent tells me that the special needs resources is lacking here too.
It just hurts because there are kids out there who really need that, even if it's just that little bit of support.
She spent more than half of her life dedicated to training aspiring special education teachers. The thought of students with disabilities not getting the resources they need to thrive breaks Dr. Allen's heart.
If they don't get it, they're going to fall behind. And that's what we're all about in special ed, is making sure you get to that next step. And that's what's so painful about it. And I can only imagine being a parent who is looking at that child and knowing that my child can't receive that service because there's not somebody out there who's fighting for my child.
Has there ever been a time where you felt secure in the resources that were available to your child?
Never.
Wanting to remain anonymous due to fear of retaliation from the school district, one KISD parent who has children with special needs says they lost their faith in the school's ability to give their child the support they need a long time ago.
There were serious incidents every year, and I feel like every year, even though his IEP's got protections in it in writing, they find new ways to not provide them. So many parents that pull their kids out and are opting to homeschool because at a certain point it's easier to do it yourself than it is to fight the district.
But not everyone has the option to homeschool, so the parent says they are stuck in a revolving door of uncertainty. They tell me they are appreciative for the ones who do care, but there are others who could care less.
There are some absolutely wonderful educators and even in the administration level that are doing their best, but there are people that are only concerned about dollars and cents, and they tie their hands behind their back.
We reached out to the TEA for comment, who says in part, quote, they are continuously working with local agencies to close the gap between unidentified needs and are confident in the progress they've made on behalf of the state students served by special education. Now, Dr. Allen says if you do have a child with special needs, she recommends doing as much research as you can so that you can be a strong advocate for your child. I also just heard back from KISD getting a comment to us. They said, quote, any parent who has a concern with their child's education should reach out to the campus's principal or special education facilitator, further adding that KISD strives to provide students with all services required for their educational success. To read the full statement from KISD as well as the TEA, you can head over to our website at kxxv.com. For now, live in Killeen, Leah McNeil, 25 News.
Leah, thank you. If your student is struggling this year, there are a list of support resources available at the TEA's website.